Do you have a fear of personal growth? I'm Janet Harvey, Invite Change CEO, and this has been my domain for almost 30 years. You have a fear, but there is a solution. In this video, I want to share with you how you might shift your mindset and open to personal growth because you know you want it despite the fact that you feel afraid. So here's point one. When you're thinking about making a change in your life, doing something bigger than you can imagine, sense into your body and notice, what does it mean to be quickened? You might even have a visual image, something that was really fun, a time of bliss in your life. Maybe it was a hike in nature or running the rapids in your kayak, or maybe you're an athlete who did a triathlon or a marathon. Maybe you're someone who loves to sing or you play an instrument, and you know that feeling of feeling completely unlimited. This is when you say to yourself that the dream's too big. I'm a little big for my britches. I'm not capable of taking this big a leap. And yet the truth is, all of your life, every step you've taken has been a big leap. Everything you've ever learned, you learned by falling down. So Zig Ziglar, who is a wonderful person and leader and sales expert, turned the word fear into an acronym: false evidence appearing real. So here's the second point. Now that you've connected to your inspiration and those moments when you did take a big risk and you made a big change and you could feel how good it was, when that voice of doubt comes in, here's the question to ask yourself: what's real here? Somehow you've got a story running that you're not capable of changing, or that if you change, it will be exposing you to something that you can't handle. Well, it's not true. You made it this far, so you can actually handle quite a lot. And what's true is when we break it down and we say, what's real here? What's the evidence that supports that I can? Because that's the second half of the story. Now here's point three. Some of the evidence is real. Some things are risky. If you've never been paragliding, you're not going to go up 20,000 feet in the air without somebody who's an expert in paragliding probably going with you the first time. So you learn how to adjust the lines and make sure that you don't tumble down to the earth and feel what gravity feels like. So evidence is about evaluating the risk of something. And remember, you want to balance that with looking at your strengths. So let's say the personal growth you want is to move from a job you're in that you're bored to tears in, and you want to do something where you're making a difference for people or making a difference in your community. And it asks you to be a public speaker. And you know you're an introvert. You do not like public speaking. So the evidence is that you have a preference to not be seen expressing your voice. The evidence also is that you're inspired to make a difference. So how do you combine those two things? What do you know about contributing to your community? What you know is that you know something about solving homelessness. You've been working in the county that's responsible for it, but you're not working on that team. What would be the one-on-one conversation, kind of like giving a talk, that would help someone recognize the strengths you have and the passion and deep caring you possess that make you perfectly suited to that open position? When you take your time to allow yourself to see what really is the truth of the situation and bring your strengths in balance, personal growth no longer becomes fearful. The false evidence is gone, and your dream and that feeling of bliss is what remains. So now you know 3 easy steps to deal with your fear of personal growth and get going. And I wrote a book called Invite Change. If you go to our website, invitechange.com, you can order this and learn some more things about having your fear, breaking through it, and having exactly what you want from your personal growth.